Good morning, students. In our previous lecture, we have studied about the chemical formulas like NaOH, H2SO4, CaCO3. How do we call them? So, these chemical formulas will be very helpful in your next coming lectures of the chemistry. So, let's start with the chapter number 5, Chemistry in Everyday Life. Yet known, there are 118 elements are present in the periodic table. What are the elements? When the group of similar atoms combine, they will form elements. So when these elements combine, they will form large number of compounds, which are classified into acids, bases and salts. In this chapter, we will study these types of compounds in a very detailed way. So let's talk about acids. When you cut a lemon with a knife and taste it, the lemon appear to have a sour taste, khatta swad. Sour taste means khatta swad. So why lemon's taste is sour? Because of citric acid. So the first property of the acid is acid have a sour taste, khatta swad hota hai. But there are lots of acids which are strong. We cannot taste it because they are corrosive in nature. So how do we classify them? How do we test that these are acids? So we will use litmus test. So the second property of the acids are they turns blue litmus into red. You can see in your screen when we take an aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid, which is HCl, and put a blue litmus into the solution, it turns into red, which shows that acids turns blue litmus to red. Third property, acids conduct electricity. The solution of acids conduct electricity. So let's take an experiment. We will take a aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid and put a battery and put two electrodes, cathode and anode, into the aqueous solution. And we see that bulb is glowing, which shows that the acids are the carrier of the electric current. The fourth property is acids are corrosive in nature. Some acids like mineral acids, which are very corrosive in nature, when they put on your screen, on cloth, on wood, they will corrode the all these things like metals. One more best example to show the corrosive nature of acids is Taj Mahal. You see, the Taj Mahal is getting decaying, deteriorating because of acid rain. And the most important point is acids dissociates H plus ions in water. In our 10th class, most of the acids have hydrogen in their formula. So when these acids are put into the water, they will dissociate their H plus ions. Remember that point. That is the one and only definition of the acid is they dissociate H plus ions in water. So that's why we call them acids. So these are the properties which I have discussed about the acids. Now we will talk about the classification of acids. On the basis of source, the acids are classified into two types: organic acids, mineral acids. What are the organic acids? They are obtained from plants and animals. What are the mineral acids? They are obtained from the minerals which are present in earth crust. Organic acids are generally weak in nature. Mineral acids are generally strong acids. Examples of the organic acids are citric acid, which are present in lemon and orange, tartaric acid, which are present in tamarind or grapes. Mineral acids are very strong acids and very corrosive in nature. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4, hydrochloric acid, HCl. Let's take more examples. So, these are the examples of organic acids. Lemon, citric acid; in tomato, oxalic acid; grapes, tartaric acids; milk, lactic acid; ant forming acid, that is very important. Which acid is present in ant or bee instinct? Formic acid. Apple, malic acid. These are the mineral acids: hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. So this is the classification based on the source. Now we'll talk about the acid on basis of strength. So on the basis of strength, the acids are classified into two types: weak acids, strong acids. Let's talk about strong acids. The acids which undergo complete ionization in water. What is it? When you put any acid into the water and it will dissociate 100% of the hydrogen ions in water, such acids are called strong acids, producing high concentration of H plus ions. You see the example HCl, that AQ means aqueous solution. It means HCl in water. It will dissociate into H plus hydrogen ions plus Cl minus chloride ion. But that dissociation is 100%. In opposite, you see weak acids, the acids which undergo partial or incomplete ionization in water. The splitting of the ions are very weak. Around 30 to 40% of the ionization takes place in weak acids, producing low concentration of H plus ions. Examples of the strong acids are HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. Weak acids are acetic acid, which is present in vinegar; formic acid, we already talked about bean stink and ant; carbonic acid, soda water, H2CO3. When you break the CH3COH in aqueous solution, it will dissociate into acetate ion, which is CH3CO minus, and hydrogen ion, but around 30 to 40%. You can see the clear difference. Strong acid is represented by irreversible reaction, and weak acids are represented by reversible reaction. Let's take. So these are the examples of strong acids and weak acids: hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrobromic acid, hydroiodic acid, perchloric acid, chloric acid. So there are lots of examples of strong acids and weak acids. So it is all about the classification of acids. So yet now we have studied about the properties of acid, classification on the basis of source, and the classification on the basis of strength. In second part of video, we will discuss the bases, chemical properties of bases, physical properties of bases, types of bases. So let's start with the bases. First property of the base is they have a bitter taste. When you taste a tuna, lime, caustic soda, washing soda, they are bitter in taste, kadwa swad. The second property of base is they are soapy to touch. They are very slippery. When you touch them between your fingers, you feel very slippery. Third property of base is it turns red litmus into blue. The fourth property of the base is it conduct electricity. Why bases conduct electricity? Because when we put bases in aqueous solution, then it splits up into ions, hydroxide ions, metal ions. So due to presence of these ions, the solution of the bases conduct electricity. Bases are corrosive in nature. Generally, strong bases which are completely dissociate in water are corrosive in nature. But the most common property to identify base is they dissociate hydroxide ion in water, OH minus. We have already discussed the formulas of OH ion, polyatomic ion, in our first class. So bases dissociate hydroxide ions in water. So these are the physical and chemical properties of bases. But some bases which are soluble in water and some bases which are not soluble in water. But those bases which are soluble in water, we will call them with a different name alkali. ALKALI. So the bases which are soluble in water are called alkali. The soluble bases or alkali are much more useful than the insoluble bases because most of the chemical reactions takes place only in aqueous solution. So that's why we study about the alkali. Classification of bases on the basis of their strength are of two types: strong bases, weak bases. Strong bases which undergo complete ionization in water. It means they have a large amount of hydroxide ion in aqueous solution. Example: sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH. They will split up into ions in water like Na plus, OH minus, K plus, OH minus. Weak bases undergo partial ionization in water. It means they around dissociate 30 to 40% of their ions into water. Example: CaOH whole twice, calcium hydroxide, or we can say lime water. Calcium hydroxide is also known as lime water. So lime water do not undergo complete ionization. Magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole twice. So that is magnesium hydroxide, which is also known as antacid. It relieves the pain of acidity. We will talk about the uses of bases and acids. Then we explain in a detailed way. And the weak bases have lower concentration of hydroxide ion. So this is all about the properties and classification of bases. Now talk about differences of acid and bases. So acids which increase the number of hydrogen ion in water, bases which increase the number of hydroxide ion in water. Taste: sour in taste. Acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter taste. Acid turns blue litmus into red, bases turns red litmus into blue. Acids react with metals, carbonate and bases. Bases react with fat, oil and acids. So that we'll talk about the chemical properties of acids and bases in our next class. So common examples of the acids are lemon, hydrochloric acid, soda, vinegar. Bases are soap, shampoo, baking soda, window cleaner. So in our first lecture of chemistry in everyday life, we have discussed acids, their properties and their classification. And also we have discussed the bases, chemical properties of the bases, classification of bases, and the differences of acids and bases. Thank you.